Hello, hello, everybody. I am Christy with Create with Christy. I teach hand lettering and doodling, and tonight I am going to show you. Actually, I'm going to show you how to make not what's on the screen. That's the class for tomorrow. Not tomorrow. For my tribes are going to make this nutcracker, and I just thought it was so cute. I wanted to show that. But right now, I'm going to make this with you, and so we're going to do a nativity. It's so sweet. I love it that it's I did it with gouache. If you've never heard of gouache, I'm going to show you gouache. I love gouache. Okay, I hope my text went out. If you got a text, would you say text? I can't think of what my camera's called. There we go. There we go. Say text in the comments if you got a text, so we'll know our text went out. And I'm going to get back to comments. And I'm going to pray the water fairy will bring me water, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going to break into this Gatorade over here. Break into my Gatorade. Look how cute this is that we did in my holiday treat, sweet treat. Isn't this cute? I'm going to have to break into whoever was going to get this gift. I might even have to eat the Christmas tree, but I'm so thirsty. Hello. Oh, good. So Kim got the text, and Casey and Robin and Felisa. Hello, Donna. Hello, everybody. So if you've been in my tribe for quite a while, you probably made this with us, okay? And so I was thinking about, and I thought, it's still one of my favorites. And I thought, I'm going to do it tonight. And so people who have never been in the lettering tribe can get a taste of what it's like to be in there. But then I thought my members probably would love to do it again too. If I would love to do it again, I think that you might too. So anyway, so we said hi to Robin. Robin is on YouTube, and Casey's on YouTube, and Kim is a new member. Hey, Kim. Kim is on Facebook, and we have Cindy on YouTube. Welcome. If you're a new member, tell us in the comments. We want to know. We want to know who's new. Here's Linda. She's a member too. You're in both tribes, Linda, right? Am I right? Tell me I'm right. No text, but I want to learn how to hand letter. Good. You might want to get on my text list too. We can put that number up in a little while if y'all want to know. But let me take a sip. So we have a surprise guest that's going to come up in a little bit. So hang out with us. Beverly just signed up. Woohoo! Woohoo! Beverly, welcome to the club. Which one did you sign up for? The iPad one? So the iPad one's called Shine Bright, and the other one is called Be the Light. Hi, Terry. Terry is a Be the Light member. And then April wants to get the text. So let's get the number out right now. I've got it. Jenny somewhere. Jenny's got it. She's quicker than me. Okay, so there's the text. So if you want to get on my text list, so if you wanted to be reminded that I'm going live, there you go. I don't send it out to my membership because I go live the same time every week, okay? But I send it out if I'm going live to the public. And so every Monday at noon, I go live. And so tomorrow, if you're free at noon, you'll get the text. Central. You'll get the text. And if you get the text and you can't watch us, you still have the text to go back and look at. And you'll be like, oh yeah, I want to watch that class. So let me show you what it looks like. Except one time I got I'm free until about 8, says Brittany. Brittany, did you get my, okay, hop on. Hold on. Brittany, oh, you're probably watching. Pop on in, Brittany, and I'll pull y'all both up earlier than I thought, and then we'll just go ahead and do it. So we have 2 members that says that they would pop on and say hi and kind of tell y'all a little bit about their experience. Y'all, I just asked them at the last second. This is so embarrassing. I know they want to kill me, but that's how sweet they are. They said they would come on and say hi, and then y'all can ask questions because I know what it's like to sign up for something that I'm like, this chick seems all right, but I don't know. I want to know more because that's what's happening to me right now. I want to sign up for a mastermind, but I'm like, I don't know. It's cost money. I need to commit. What do I do? I want to know about what it's going to be like, and it's just, there's nothing like, you like my shirt? Thank you. Look, it's got more plaids. It's got all the plaids. Okay. I was showing you the text. So the text looks like, oh, but anyway, somebody did a wordy dirt on here one day. So I have to look at it before I show you. Okay. Donna, I don't think no, nothing's changing. No, you're good. The memberships are not changing. They're just open right now to to new people, but you're still there. You're not going anywhere. We're not going to let you go anywhere. Anyway, and then Paula's driving and focus, so I'm proud of her. That's good. All right. But anyway, so I'll just send you a text, and what happens is just like y'all just got, the people who just got a text got this. Do you have a they got this, and they clicked on the link, and then it opens to. Why is my Wi-Fi acting up right now when I'm trying to show? Does that happen to y'all? Your kids are acting up. I got to change my Wi-Fi. Let me see if that works. So, do you have a class to teach hand lettering? Trish, good question. Okay, so here it is. When Donna got this, she could click right on it. And it would take her right to the live, right to the live. There I am. So hopefully that's helpful. Okay, so do I have a class to teach hand lettering? Yes, I do. You can take a course right now if you want to pop on and buy the course and be done, or you can join the membership. And the membership breaks it down to where you learn all the strokes. Okay, and so let me just show you an example. Thank you for asking. And if Brittany pops on here, we'll go ahead and pull up our friends so people can ask questions. But anyway, so there's basic strokes that you learn, and you get some different printables. Let me go right over here. Just 1 second. Make it me smaller so y'all can see this better. So, but in the membership, it's a lot more than just learning to letter, because when you learn, you want to know what to do with it, right? So if you just want to learn lettering and be done, go to my website. Jenny, can you find that? It's under online classes on my website. It's Hand Lettering 101. But if you join the membership, then you also have access to learning all the things. And learning all the different alphabet and stuff. But we continue to use that and put it into a project and do a piece of art every week. Something that stands alone. Something that you're super proud of, because you spend all this time on this, on one scripture, because I do scriptures every week. My goodness, can't believe I'm showing y'all my table. Oh, I think it's time to pull up our guest. Let's pull up our guest now. And then I'll get back to talking about lettering. So we have 2 members, and I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about like what group they're in and what they've done and that kind of thing. And I'm trying to make myself bigger, so I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to have the big head. Okay, Jenny, well, let's let them in. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Jenny, you're not going to pop on here with us? Yeah, if you can, I want you to.
Okay.
So up in the corner, well, this is me, Christy. And then to this side of me is Jenny. Jenny is our Facebook admin. So whenever you're in the membership and you have questions and stuff, you can ask Jenny. You can say something to Jenny. You can tag me or Jenny. She's going to get it faster than me. And then we have down in the bottom left-hand corner, Jackie. And Jackie, can you tell us do you know how long you've been a member?
A little over a year.
Yeah. Okay. And tell them what membership you're in.
I started in Be the Light, and she teased me so much with the iPad class that I had to join that as well. And I love both of them. I love doing them both.
You couldn't pick a favorite?
I kind of like the iPad class just because I don't have to get so much stuff out. But I still like learning how to use like Gouache I'd never heard of, and different techniques that you're teaching that I've learned to use, and I love it. I love both of them.
Oh, good. And I've noticed that you're good at posting like your work, and I think just having that sense of accomplishment and like being in there and because I feel like you make connections and you like to talk to people and get to know people in the group.
Yes,
So
yes,
does that mean a lot to you to have the friendships, to meet the people and all that?
yes. Everybody's so encouraging because there are times, like you said, that junior high phase. Mine's never gets out of the junior high phase, but people still
That's not
encourage
true.
you.
No.
What Jackie's talking about is that whenever we do our art, there is one part where it just, you can't help it. It just looks like it's just awkward. It's in that middle phase, junior high phase, to where it's we're not done with it. And so that's when we just push through and keep going until we're really proud of it. Your work is always beautiful. Okay, let's get to Brittany. I know Brittany only has a minute or two. So thank you for popping on here. Can you believe I even asked you to do this?
Hey, I know I don't never go live or do anything. Like I never show my face on social media. So you should feel like super, super like lucky.
I'm honored because I think I've seen you on a Zoom maybe 1 or 2 times. Not many, a couple of times. That's funny. And
yeah,
and
so
speaking of, yeah, tell them what you're in, and then
okay,
yeah, what
so
about it.
okay, I started off in the iPad and kind of opposite of Jackie. I kind of got like talked into joining the other one just from the inspiration that I saw on like real life, like different mediums you can use. I think it's really cool that, I can now like make chalkboards for like baby showers or like wedding showers, and like hand lettering is so useful. And I never really thought about it until like I joined the tribe, and now like there's people texting me all the time like, hey, can you make this for me? And sometimes I'm like, oh, that's so nice to
have either one of y'all ever sold your work? Oh, sorry. Have either one of y'all ever been like?
I've never sold my work, but I think there's opportunity to do.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have some people in the group that do like make stuff to sell. So I was just curious, either one of y'all, do y'all use it for personal mostly? What about you, Jackie?
Yeah, mostly personal. I get pride in. My husband gets tired of looking at. Look what I did.
I love it. I love it. So, Brittany, would you say you're more like a behind the scenes person where you just kind of you just kind of like to look on there, or do you jump in and make connections with people? Because there's both types of people. Some people just like kind of want to be a fly on the wall, and then, or do you enjoy like reading, like being in the Facebook group? Because some people can just go to the website and go to the classes and do all that and not do the group part. Because it's both. What do you do? Do you do both?
So I would say I'm probably a silent member. One thing that's good that I love about Christy's courses is that, if you have a busy lifestyle, everything's recorded. So you can get on there in your own time when you're ready for your own therapy, whether it's 2:00 in the morning or noon when she's on. You have your own opportunity to do it on your own time. So I'm a pretty silent member. I don't think I've ever posted. I think I've posted my work maybe 1 or 2 times, like the year and a half. I think I've almost been in there. But yeah, I'm a pretty silent member. So if you're one of those that kind of like to stay behind the camera like I am, this is a place for you too.
I love it. That's awesome. Can y'all think of something else that might be beneficial, or like whenever you signed up, like there was a point when y'all didn't know me at all. It's scary, like to jump out. And do you feel like I want you to be honest. Do you feel like that we've been able to help you with anything that you've had troubles with? Like, are we easily accessible, or you have a hard time reaching out, or do you get, because I try to have, like Debbie was our Facebook admin, and now we have Jenny. So you just tell us if we need to work on that. But do you feel like you get your questions answered when you need them? Or y'all don't even have questions?
Questions are, yeah, if you have a question about anything technique or where something's located, it's easy to get an answer. And so I've never had an issue with that. And I'm more I'm going to comment on your work and, reach out to people, and even other people in the group have answered questions. So, there's
that's what we
resources
encourage.
already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I know Brittany has to go. It's 8:00. I'm going to honor your time, but thank you for showing your sweet, pretty face. I don't get to see you either. Like you said, you don't post online. So, you post your face. Thank you so very much. We're going to, y'all have any last words to share with anybody thinking like on the fence?
Join.
Join.
I encourage you to join it. It is great fun and you learn a lot. So it's worth it to me. So yes.
Oh, and I can't, that's so funny. Y'all are both in both groups. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for popping on. Brittany, any last words?
Yeah, just do it. If you're on the fence about it, there's the two options. So, if you don't want to full jump into everything, there's is that one once a month course, and then I think there's always opportunity to get in with the admin and maybe bump yourself up to every week if you get in and you really enjoy it. So there's those opportunities to do that as well.
Yeah, you can up your membership for sure. Okay, thank y'all so much. Y'all are precious to let us just pull you in like this. Okay, we're gonna let y'all go. I'll see you in class tomorrow, hopefully. See you later. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny, so since you are a new Facebook admin, what have you learned about the people in the group so far? What do you see in the group?
Well, everybody's really nice. They help each other out. They answer questions, encourage each other. And so it's a real positive place to be. And I mean, I definitely want to get an iPad and learn Procreate because I've been so excited to see everything that you do in there and all the things that you can make. It's just endless possibilities of the things that that you can make with that. And I love the hands-on arts and crafts too, though, because I'm a very artsy person and it's therapeutic for me. So I just love it. So it's great.
That's good. Okay. I'd love for you to stay on here, but you don't have to. We have some questions.
Yeah, I was gonna I'm gonna get myself off and pull up some links for people.
And I'm gonna start doing the artwork that I said I was gonna do, the Nativity. So I'm excited to do the Nativity tonight. It's one of my favorites. Let me get my camera ready and then we can answer some questions. I know that, and I'm sorry, oh my goodness, my background is terrible. Is that better? Maybe. Okay. So if you are not sure about which group to join, I do have, and Christy keeps it real, mistakes and all. She's not kidding. I misspell stuff all the time, but you know what? I'm almost gifted in fixing mistakes. It's funny. It's pretty comical, really, actually. So when you join the group, people were asking about my book. Y'all, this is my 3 books in one. I went and had it bound. Okay. I went to Office Max, my daughter did, and she took my 3 books and she said, please put these all together bound. And I think it was $7. I'm so glad they're all together. It lays them flat. I don't have the publishing I use. They don't do spirals. And so I was like, I am just going to see what this looks like. So I see that y'all like that. Y'all like that too. Okay. When you join, you get a template. So for tomorrow, I hope you can't see my pajama pants when I did that. That was my printer. Tomorrow, this is what you'll be getting. This is the class for tomorrow. So we're going to do he's so cute. I am so excited to do him because the colors, you can do whatever colors. And I'll pull up the template real quick of the, is that it? No, that's what we're going to do right there for iPad. And then I'm just so excited. So anyway, you get a template, but I'm showing you this because I don't have a template for this one that I'm going to draw. I'm just going to wing it and show you how I do it. And you can play around with me and just kind of draw. So if you just joined us, let's just take a moment to take a deep breath and enjoy. Okay. Grab an erasable pen if you have one. That's what I use. Or grab a pencil and let's just sketch. Okay. Last night, if you were on here, I did it on the iPad and we had so much fun. It was so much fun. All right. So let's start over here with baby Jesus. Baby Jesus, we're just going to do this little, what is this? I upside down turtle. I come up with the dumbest things to say, but it makes you think. It makes you think, her brain. Anyway, okay. And then we're going to do an X down here. This is his little trough. Look how not perfect this is. Now, this is not a drawing class. This is a doodling class. Yes, Dawn Penny. We need to get in touch with Dawn Penny. Dawn, did you get the email? Make sure that you email support at Craft with Christy. Can you just send her personally the click on Dawn Penny? Okay. I want to make sure that she knows we can see you, and we want to make sure that we, I've seen your name. I've seen your name before. Hi, Sister Chris. You may not be here anymore, Chris. Hello, Chris. I'm sorry I missed you. Debbie found us again. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Anne, for explaining about the books too. I missed a lot of these. And Anne, you just signed up. Yay. So glad to have you. All right. So let me take that ticker off the bottom. I'm sorry. I want y'all to see baby Jesus, not the ticker. Right now, the focus is on Jesus. Let's take this off. Perfect. Now, that's not the point. The point really is to focus on Jesus. All right. And we're going to make his little belly, a little blanket right here. And then we're going to do his head. And then you can get as creative as you want. Okay. Make some straw coming out, whatever you want to do. And now we're going to draw Mary. You know, she looks like a little Holly Hobby doll now that I'm just looking at it. Okay. So we're going to take this line right here and go like this. Now, it's fun to do step-by-step drawing, I think. But once you finish, sometimes you're like, I don't know about this. So that's why the templates will be nice for people. Some of you who are like, I don't have that spatial. I can't do it. Don't worry. I got you covered. I got you covered. Okay. Now we're going to curve around and make her face. So now it's kind of like a candy cane. It's like a limp candy cane. And let's see. We're going to pull her cloth right here and come down. This will just be her headpiece. And then her dress. We're going to go right here. It's going to go behind baby Jesus. Her dress out like that. Because after you have a baby, you know. I do. Christy will entertain you. I love you. You're so sweet. I entertain myself. It really is crazy that I'm sitting here almost talking to myself. But my daughter's probably in her room going, oh, if I hear my mother's voice any longer. But I'm talking to all of y'all. Y'all, I know you're talking back to me. I just can't hear you. Okay, another candy cane, kind of backwards. And we'll go around, same thing, but opposite. Okay, and then we're going to do the headdress. Little headpiece, go down, same thing. And then we'll draw the gown right here. Okay, and now it looks like baby Jesus is flying in the air. Something's not working with this. Let me see if I make this longer. This is good because whenever we get to the point where we get to pull out the gouache, the paint, we can manipulate all that. Okay, so. Oh, hi Jackie, thank you. You love being part of D-Business Doodles. Oh, so glad you love it. I love it. Okay, so we're saving this for our lettering over here, and we want to have our star. So basically, we're just trying to get the shapes. This is all going to look different in a minute. Okay, all going to look different because we're going to paint it. Okay, and this is erasable. So if I do want to erase something, I can just erase it like this. Okay, but also I could erase the whole thing with a heat gun if I didn't like it. Like with baby Jesus, like right now, if this were I don't know. These lines won't matter. Won't matter until later. I think that's it. How simple is that? So now let's get the gouache out. I'm going to put this away. Did you follow me? Tell me if anybody's drawing this with me. Hello, Elizabeth. Hi. Glad you popped by. Are you following me? Are you doing this with me? I got to move my my sample and pull out my gouache. So let's talk gouache. Right now, if you have watercolor, use watercolor. If you have colored pencils, use color pencils, whatever you want to use. I'm going to open up and you're trying. I bet you're doing a good job, Debbie. So when you buy gouache, if you get the gouache like me, you can get other kinds that are in tubes. I like stuff that's already poured out because it's just easy. I'm all about easy. It came with this palette thingy, and it came with several paintbrushes that I don't have in here anymore, but it's really nice that they all came with it. Okay. And then it came with all of these little, it looks like little gelatins, like Jello, and you peel off the top and they're already juicy wet. Like it's almost messy, like getting it out for the first time. And mine are not as wet anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and take a water spray, a spray bottle, and I'm going to get them wet. And really, it would be good to do this. Like if you had plenty of time and you're like, oh, I'm going to paint in a little while, let me go ahead and spray it while I'm getting everything else ready. So maybe you could do that like first thing. Okay. These are similar to watercolor, but they're not the same. If you notice in my sample, they're more opaque. They're more like acrylic paint. So it's kind of like acrylic paint and watercolor had a baby. Haha, baby. And I just love the look of it. I love how imperfect it looks. I mean, y'all, you can cover up some mistakes in this pretty easy, right? So I just love the freedom that I have with it. Do I have a link for the wash? For the gouache. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. If Miss Jenny has time to look that up. And it's gouache. G-O-U. Oh, I should just see who can spell it. In the comments, if you know how to spell gouache, I want to see. Don't Google. You can't Google. That's cheating. I love it. I can spell it because if something's like a real challenge, I'm going to be on it. But if it's not that big of a deal, I won't. I just found water. I think I'd much rather have water. So gouache. Starts with a G. Oh, I see. Yep, I see one of them is spelled correctly. One of them spelled correctly. Ooh, I like the way you spelled it, Marcia. That is not it, though. Okay. So Jackie's the winner. Jackie, you win the gouache award. Whatever that is. Okay. Paintbrushes. Like I said, it came with a whole bunch of different paintbrushes, and I don't even remember what set, but we're just going to start. You can even use, if you have like a water brush, you can use a water brush. I'm going to use that because this is the size of brush I want right now. And then I've got to decide what color I want to do my people. So I'm going to start with some neutral skin. So whatever color of skin you want, and you can blend some colors together. I like to make my people have different skins because we all do. My husband, he is dark complected, and I am white. My daughter's red, and my son and my daughter, they got my skin. My mother, this is what happened when my mother-in-law, when I had my firstborn, he came out. My mother-in-law, I love her. We are like she's the best mother-in-law. And this is the only thing she has ever said that I was like, oh, she said, oh, I was hoping that he would have Dwayne's complexion. And I was like, oh, I can't believe she said that. But she didn't mean anything by it. But for me, I was like, no. What's wrong with my complexion? It was funny, but so whatever skin, but mix it up, make it interesting. Like put a little, I don't know. It's not a solid color. I'm making it all different colors. Okay. Your gouache award is to buy more gouache. You win the gouache award. You are awarded to buy as much gouache as you wish. I love that, Jackie. That is brilliant. Y'all, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You're not going to see the gouache as much, but I want you to see what I'm doing. Oops. I want you to see what I'm doing because that's better, right? You don't have to see the gouache. You know what it looks like for me to get gouache out, right? Okay, now I am going to need a little bit of water here. This is something, I love the water brush, but I don't use just that for this. You really need like a glass of water and a paper towel. Always have a paper towel and water with you. I don't have a paper towel. I've got a napkin. That'll work. Or not a napkin, a tissue. Okay. And now what color do I want to make their clothes? I'm trying to think of what have I not done lately. I've done every color every day, I feel like. Okay, tell me what color you had to leave for me. Yes, that would be a replay. Yes. And if you're in the tribe, I don't know which one. And I know you joined one, but I don't know which one. If you are in the Be the Light, that lesson should be in there already. But I'm doing it again, and so it'll be different. It's always different. I don't know. We could do kind of Christmas colors. So I'm just going to pick up a red. And it's kind of an orangey red. And see, when I add water to this, look, it's kind of like watercolor. Do you see that? But if I don't put as much water with it and I leave it thicker, it's more like a paint. It's really interesting. I love it. It's my favorite medium by far. By far. And you can I'm gonna add a little darker over here. Reactivate it. Like once it dries, you can reactivate it with water, which you can't really do with, I don't think you could do that with watercolor or acrylic paint, can you? Maybe you can with watercolor, but not paint. Anyway, it's just different enough to be like, oh, I really like this. I'm putting a little peach right there. Just kind of blending out and making her dress more interesting. And let's do some hot pink. Let's do hot pink with it. Ooh. And I'm just painting, and it's so relaxing. The difference between this and my iPad is that this I need a table with, and my iPad I can be anywhere. So if that makes a difference to anyone, if that like I sit on the couch and design the sketches every week. But if I were doing this, I wouldn't be on the couch, that's for sure. So if you spend a lot of time like I do, like I want to be in the room with my husband, but I don't want to watch what he watches. So I do my own thing. Jenny, do you have gouache? Do you like it? Yeah. Jenny likes it too. She's really good at watercoloring. I love watching her I love to see her watercolor. She's got it down for sure. We will be doing layers of this, and then on top of that, I'll be probably sketching a pen and everything. So it will transform a lot. So when you see it now, and if you stepped away, come back and see what it looks like. But don't step away. We want you here. My great-grandmother, oh gosh, this is what Jenny said. Her great-grandmother said, my sister and I were speckled Jenny hens. They're redheads with freckles. So did you take that as a compliment? It's cute. I think that's cute. But I don't know. I was like, I can't believe she didn't like his complexion. He's perfect. And she's never, ever once thought about it. And like I said, she's the greatest mother-in-law. I couldn't ask for anyone better. I think I'll add some blue over here. Maybe a darker green. Let's do a darker green. And I'm just adding water right now. I just felt like I needed some more water. This is a really pretty, I guess it's more like a teal. Now Jenny's probably cringing because she probably has really nice watercolor brushes. Am I right? You have real good ones? Okay, good. I feel better now. Because I don't keep up with much at all. And so I'm just lucky to find a paintbrush. Okay. Now, what's really cool about gouache too is you can put lighter colors over darker. So if this pink, I don't know if it's dry yet or not, but when it dries, I can go back and add some lighter and lighten it up so this you can see more of a difference between her cloth, her clothing. Marcia. Wait, is it Marcia? Or is it, did I say that right? You asked for gouache for Christmas? Hope you get it. I hope you've been a good girl. I bet you do. So yeah, go back over. Look how simple. Look how simple. Now the only thing you have to be careful is like when I get right here, if I was doing say yellow right here and I got this wet again, it's gonna kind of blend and reactivate, but it's okay because it's just that I like the messy look. I just do. So let's do some mustardy color here. I could show you so many things I've made this with. Did y'all see my puzzle? Here's my puzzle. Look how different I drew it too. See how, I mean, I know you can't really, it's hard to see because it's not side by side, but it's getting a little dry. I'm adding some more water just to kind of blend it over. You joined okay, well, there's the $33 one. So there's a hand lettering and an iPad lettering. So there's two $33 ones. Did you see that? Two $33 ones. So I hope you know which one you're in. If not, she joined Be the Light. Okay, good. So you're gonna do the hands-on paper one with us. So Jackie came on here, if y'all were watching Jackie a minute ago, and her doggy, she had to put her dog up because her dog wanted to play. I said, your dog can be on here. And she's like, wants to play with me. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing. And I'm going to do the pale blue, kind of a periwinkle over here for that. I'm just picking colors out of nowhere. I still have color on my brush, so I'm just going to put some right here because why not? It just kind of ties it in with all that, right? I could do some down here if I wanted to. I don't know if I like that, but I think I'll clean my brush and then blend this in more and see because I can make it kind of. Now I got a lot of water. So what I would do now is take a cloth, a napkin, a tissue. Just like I've turned to my mother. She cannot say the right words for the right thing. I do that now. And I'm just going to dab and pick up that extra water there. I don't mind it having that. I think that looks kind of good right there. I think I'll leave that for a minute. We'll see. See how it dries. We have an $18 a month. So I have an affordable membership too. And it's just monthly. So whoever has to drop, you just send an email. But I'm glad you're here. And I have a free Facebook group that you can join if you want to get to know other letters. I don't teach in it, but we do the free class every Monday at noon, where I teach you like how to sketch out the scripture. I want this to come over a little bit further on his head. He's looking down, so I want this to come over. There we go. That's pretty. It's kind of it's a royal blue that I'm adding. And I'm just trying to show that there's the difference. I'm trying to break up his outfit. And then I cleaned off a little bit and just have less water, and I'm just going to kind of blend. This is all just playing, trial and error, learning as I go. And you can see, I just want to blow it up with my finger. out of the line right here, but these lines, do you remember when I take I'm going to erase them in just a minute and show you. They're going to disappear in just a minute. Okay. So I think I'm ready to do that right now. Okay. So I use this friction pen and I have the one, it's Frixion. We can get you the link if you want. I have the one that has 4 colors in one because believe it or not, I can find this better than I can find 4 separate of these pens. I don't know why. But I use this to draw. I use it with my lettering too. And then when I'm done, and I don't need the pen lines anymore, then I just use this and it erases it. Okay. Now, you could go ahead and draw with a pen on top of this if you wanted to. But you know what's really cool about this too is that if you use pencil underneath some mediums, art mediums, you can't erase the pencil after you've already like watercolored or something, but this you can erase. So watch the magic, okay? Watch this X disappear. I'm doing 2 things. I'm getting rid of those pen lines and I'm trying to draw my artwork as I'm going. So watch the face, watch everything, and look at that. Isn't that great? Now, I will tell you that sometimes you can see an indentation of where I drew, and it doesn't bother me, but I want you to know that. So in case you're disappointed, and like, for example, can you see the X on there? I can see where the X is. I don't know if you can, but I like that in this case because I'm going to trace it, right? So it's going to be good for me. Or you could even take your gouache and make an X and then make your little star up there too if you wanted to. Okay. Now what do I want to do? Isn't that easy? Is this not simple? I mean, hopefully that broke down and that was pretty simple. And it's beautiful. I love the simple nativity where you don't have all the details of the facial features and everything. I love that. And we can go back and we can keep adding layer and layer after as long as we want. But I kind of like it. If I keep wetting it, I'm just going to have to keep waiting for it to dry. And I'd like to get further along. So while this is drying, I'm going to do some lettering. Now the lettering, this is a lot of lettering. So I may just, what is something short that we could write? What is a short scripture we could put on here today? And so I can kind of make it different from the one I did before. Anybody have one? Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Anybody want to put a scripture for me? Or I could just do a child is born. A star is born. Oh, holy night. I could just do something like that. Let's do that. That way I can really teach you lettering. When we do the whole thing, you'll have a template and it won't be as intimidating. So, oh, wise men still seek him. Uh-oh, now we have 2 choices. Ah. Oh, holy night, wise men still seek him. Oh, I like them both. Away in a manger. Let's do away in a manger. Okay. Okay. So, you're just going to kind of see me process this in my head on how I'm going to write it. Now, if I were practicing this and getting it ready for a class, or if I were, hang on, it's hard to talk and write. It would take me a while to get this exactly like lined up the way I want it to where it looks balanced. So this is off the cuff. So it's not going to be it's just off the cuff. It'll still look okay, right? But what I want to show you is when you learn to letter, it's similar. What child is this? Yes, Dawn. That's what I was trying to think of. there's different like ways you can make different letters. So I think it's always fun to have this little entrance to the A. I think that's fun. It kind of jazzes it up a little bit. And then every so often I'll put a loop, but I didn't start with that. You know, when I started learning, I'm afraid to bring this book out. Y'all are cracking me up with this book. Is you'll learn the letters separately, and then you'll learn to put them together. And then when you put them together, you'll just start getting more and more creative. So away, in, and then manger. What we're going to do is we're going to do tall and skinny, and I'm going to get my laser level out for that. Have we had any signups, Jenny, since we've been on? Have we had many signups, or have you noticed new members? Okay, here's a laser level, and it's just what you would use like in your, maybe you may have one in your garage. And then I'm going to line it up to where it's going to help me keep my lettering pretty straight. It's not going to be perfect because I'm not going to like make a line. I'm just using it as a guide. Okay, and then I'm just going to do tall and skinny letters. Just tall and skinny letters. And I want to make sure I don't write manager for some reason. I feel like I might. I don't know. Manger. Practice will help you. It looks so crooked from where y'all are, but I really think it's straight. Maybe not. I don't know. The camera, it does. I'll show you. I'm going to straighten it up in just a second. But the more you practice and trace, the better your muscle memory will be. And the next thing you know, you will be doing it on your own. So tracing is key. Okay. Manger. That's not manager. That's manger, right? Manger. Okay. Let's look. Let me get it straight in there. See how much better? I kind of have the camera at an angle, but it in real life, it does look straight. Is that spelled right? Okay. Now, let's get, so we just kind of sketched it out. And then you can get different brush pens or whatever it is that you want to do to write with it. When I do a lot of color, I like to do my lettering mostly in black or white. Okay. And so you can see here, I did my lettering white. It's black here. Black. But that way, because I have so much color everywhere else, I always have it because it makes it stand out, it seems like. Okay, so black lettering, black lettering. Okay, I've got my glaze pen that some of you know about. Oh, it's heavenly. But I feel like I have so much space to fill in that I want to use something a little bit bigger and thicker. So I think what I'm going to do is go with my, oh, I love these Karen brush markers. But the only thing is that these are water based. And so with water, they will bleed. So that's going to say no. I'm going to say no to these because I don't want that. I want a pen that is permanent so I can watercolor around it, because with my, I want to continue the gouache. I think I'm just going to keep going with the gouache. In fact, I'm not even going to letter yet because I want to go ahead and do some more gouache. So make sure if you have this is a watercolor journal. I love this journal. But make sure you protect your other pages. So I'm just putting, this is, I think, Teflon or something. I don't know why I have this, but somebody suggested it and I got it. And I'm going to need a bigger paintbrush. And I'm going to wet this area right around the Nativity. That's what we'll do. Yeah. Okay. Just getting it wet around here. Kind of wet in between here and here. I'm going to go ahead and color behind them because I want it to be kind of a light, kind of a halo effect behind them. But I'm going to need a brush that's not that brush. Okay, so I'm going to start with yellow. Now, this is way too, for what I'm going for, it's way too bright, but I'm going to start with this because I want this to kind of peek through. So again, layer colors, layer your colors. Again, it's going to reactivate that blue. So, you know, in hindsight, doing the background first would probably have been smart. I like to do things backwards. But it's working out. It's working out just fine. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the ground with it, but I'm going to get some brown, mix some mustard with it, and then put them right here. Or have them standing on that. Right there. And I kind of just want to fade it out. Whoops. You see that? Kind of fade it out. Okay. And now what? Now what? Okay. Now I'm going to get, this is a really bold choice. It's a deep, deep, deep blue. I'm going to start going on the outside of this right here. So in my mind, it's nighttime, but the North Star has lit up the area. I don't know how, is that the right way to say it? I taught school. It's been a while. I used to teach 5th grade. I love my little 5th graders. They're just until after Christmas, and then no, I'm just kidding. And after Christmas, they thought I'm going to 6th grade. I am not a 5th grader anymore. I'm grown. I'm gonna get some black and put back here too. Just kind of start mixing those colors. I did love teaching though, my kids. And I love to hear from them. If I ever hear from one, it's just so cool. I'm glad, Anne. Glad you were on tonight. And everybody else that's watching, I know a lot of you are quiet, and that's great because maybe you're like really zoned in to doing your artwork. I love that. I'm just playing. And this is mustard. And if I feel like I'm getting too close to the color of maybe their skin, then I'll just add some. Remember, we're going to outline it too. You don't have to, but you could. Is this like the journal book from Cruise you're doing? It's very similar, Elizabeth. Yes, very similar. You could definitely use it. It's the same size. The watercolor paper, I just noticed it was just a little bit different, but not much. Just a different brand. And don't ask me which one I like better because I don't know. But yeah, get your journal out and play. Okay. Still adding a little mustard over here. And over here. And just think up here when we do the North Star, we could do We could do metallic gold. We could add some metallic to this. Ooh. Yes, that would be pretty. I'm going to dry for a minute. See what it looks like. Are y'all excited about the toy soldier? The Nutcracker is what I'm trying to say. Can I post a link for this one? Yes, I can see if we have this exact one. When we ordered for the cruise, they didn't have it, so they might still be out. But do you know, Jenny, have you been given out the link for this one or the navy cover? It's this one. This one. Okay. Because I looked up. If you have it handy, would you give it to Elizabeth? Pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Just building up those layers. I am thinking that I want to do something different. Okay, I've got black. Putting some black down here. Just making a line and kind of blending that out. Everything was turning mustard. I felt like everything was mustard. But see how, remember I started off with that yellow and it was just all yellow, and then I added a little bit of mustard on top, and look, I erased my letters. You have to be careful on that. Okay, so the book I'm drawing in right now, Jenny just gave a link to the sketchbook, and I believe this is, if you want the size I'm using, just make sure because sometimes they ask you multiple sizes. This is the 5x8. I love this size. And if you're in my tribe, this is the template size I make for you. So for tomorrow, for your class tomorrow, your template will fit right inside the 5x8 book. Okay. Now, do you need to have this? If anybody's watching and you're like, I don't have one that size, it doesn't matter. You can do it on anything. But I design it to fit this because that's the size of my book. See how I reactivated that? I don't know if you even noticed. I didn't add any color to my brush. I just put water on here and I blended it from there. Okay. This size too. I think so too, Jamie. It's really nice watercolor paper. I mean, it's great for what we're doing. I love it. And this is my second book in. Oh, and y'all, if you're in my tribe, and I talked about last time doing the mini books, I've decided I can't do mini. I've tried really hard to write small, and it's just not, I just can't do it. I can't do tiny things. It's too, ugh. I tried. I was like, oh man. I know. I like how it looks like it's glowing too. Yeah, me too. Okay, I think I'm gonna add some blue. Some of this bright blue. It's just getting a little boring back there. Now, I could just keep going with blue and then write away in a manger in white. See what I'm saying? There's so many options. So I'm going to erase this for now and just keep painting. Keep painting. I'm looking at my text to see if I have any emergency text right now. Look at the difference. This is the same color, but I have a lot of water on this. So you can use it just like thin watercolor or thick like paint. See the difference? It's pretty cool. Jenny, do you have this gouache or a different kind? Did you get this one? Mm-hmm. I don't have anything to compare it to, or I would give y'all like other suggestions. I just know that I'm going to add some, there's a darker navy that's in here. It's really pretty. And there's some black, and I'm just going to start mixing some black, navy, and royal blue over here. And it's just going to be like sky, okay? It's nighttime. Sometimes I wish I had like nice fancy paintbrushes because they do make a difference. They really do. But it's okay. I can make do. So if you're one of those who you're like, I know what it's like to have fine art stuff, get you some fine art stuff and enjoy it. And then you can meditate on the scripture and enjoy your art making. Because sometimes it makes a difference. Like if you're a baker and you're in the kitchen and you don't have the right tools and you're like, I can't even brown my meat without one of those things. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like a 3D spatula, and then you just push it down on the meat. I can't brown my meat without it. I'm like, I'm just not gonna, if I can't find that thing, I'm just not gonna brown it. No. But if you don't have one of those, oh my gosh. Paintbridge stuff is where I first discovered it, and then I found it on Amazon too. So my second one's from Amazon. But you know what? How does someone lose one of those? They're big. I don't know how. Now, what if maybe I just want to, can I get the link for the gouache too? Absolutely, April. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Remember over here we dabbed a little bit. I'm going to dab just a little bit just to see what happens. Just to see what happens. It's going to give it a little bit of texture. Look at that. I took a lot off there. Not saying if I like it or not because I'm not sure yet. I don't like this real harsh line right here. So I'm going to keep going. Yeah, a little black. So, are y'all decorating your Christmas tree? Did you put one up? I have a tree up, but it's not decorated. And it's not a big tree. It's like a 4 foot, maybe 3. I think it's 4. Okay, now I'm just taking the black off my brush. It's still wet, but I just don't want to add more black. And I'm just blending this in. And dabbing and blending and dabbing and all that. When it dries, it looks so good. But right now, we're a little in the awkward stage. It's not horrible. But it's going to get better. So there's the gouache. Jenny, if you need to go, don't feel like you have to stay on. If you got stuff to do, because everybody's quiet. They must be doing their art. They're just in the zone. If y'all need any more links, this is the time to ask. This is your chance. Otherwise, we can get it to you another time tomorrow if you come tomorrow to do the Nutcracker. Did anybody go see the Nutcracker? Or have little ones in the Nutcracker? Okay, now I'm going to show you my original one. Oh, I think I want to come around here with this. Now, if this page over here was something you're really worried about, make sure you protect it with something. Okay. Now let's look. They're different. I even went back. You can tell I went back with a lighter color here. So if you don't like what you have right now, it can change drastically. Okay, let's let it dry a little bit. The kids are grown, but they were smaller. They did them. Nutcracker, they did. Aw. Thank you for the block. Maybe you do need to stay on. Okay. If you can't, I mean, if you're not, I'm going to try to, man, I have a lot more to go. We can do it quick. I'm just kind of dilly-dallying. I was enjoying myself. That's so funny because gouache, it's just like, how, you think, how in the world do you spell that? So I've seen it spelled so many different ways. All right. If anybody is interested in joining the membership, I want to invite you and I want to encourage you to do something for yourself because you're meditating on scripture, right? Maybe you can get it as a Christmas gift for yourself. But a lot of people are kind of paralyzed because they don't know which one to sign up for. And so what I'll tell you is if you don't have an iPad, don't sign up for the iPad. So that knocks that out, right? I would encourage you to do the $33 class instead of the $18 if you can afford it, because you get so much out of it. Like you get access to my website with classes for 2 years, and we do this almost every week. I mean, sometimes we're off because of holidays, but and so you get access to all of that, and then you get a template each week to trace if you want to, or just to look at. You get a class like this, and every fourth week we do a live Zoom call, and you can pop on and ask questions and meet other people. And that's an evening class. So we do, and the replays are always available. You can cover darker with lighter color, which is so, like she said, like Jackie said in the comments, that's the beauty of gouache, is just, it is so nice. We can go back and add that lighter color. And Jackie says, I encourage you to try it. It's fun and a creative way to learn scripture and join the fellow creatives. Oh, thank you. She's been so encouraging in the group. Really nice to have. That's the kind of people that want to be a part of it, Okay. We could do white, or we could do metallic. I don't know how well the metallic would show up, but wouldn't that be fun to try? Let me show you metallic. But first, I'm trying to decide if I'm done with my background. I always add to it. So if I ever think I'm not, I will. Okay, metallic gold. I'm trying to find a metallic. This one writes really, really thin. And so it would be great if I were doing the Glory to God in the Highest. This would be great for that because it's real thin. But I want to do Away in a Manger. And we also want to do outline it. Here is the pen I love for outlining. One of the mini pens. This is a permanent pen, but the glaze pen is another one that I love. And I'm going to do the glaze because it is waterproof too. I always forget that. But it just has this lovely texture to it that makes it look like it's wet even when it's dry. I've had that pen out a lot. Now I can't even find it. There it is. Okay, here it is. See, glaze. It's black glaze. And I'll show you. I'm going to outline the people from left to right because I'm right-handed. If you are left-handed, you would probably, I would want you to think about it. Why am I not showing? What happened to my camera? Did I bump it? Okay. Think about where your hand is going to be in the way, and it's going to come back and smear so if I was drawing here and drawing this way, I'm going to smear it. So just keep that in mind. Make sure everything is, this is not, hold on. I'm trying to remember with gouache. Gouache, I think it might be a little bit chalky for this pen. This is wanting to dig in it. And that's not what I want. What did I use for it before that was really good? And it wasn't the paint marker. It was something else. It was something that surprised me. What was it? Jackie, do you know, or anybody else that's in the tribe? Okay. There's something that works better over gouache. What was it? I'm going to try this. This is that Le Pen permanent I was talking to y'all about. You don't remember. What I really like about the glaze is the thicker line. And this Le Pen is real thin. So I really want a dark outline. So I think I'm going to look through my paint pens. And just get a black one. Okay. This is the one. So a paint marker with like a felt tip seems to work really well. If you want a dark, you may not want something to stand out this bold, and that's okay. This is pretty bold. Maybe even bolder than I wanted. Don't forget your little stand. Okay, so see how bold that is? I'll make that go all the way there. Now I'm going to take a white gel pen. I think the Signo. Now some people, I promise you this is the best white gel pen if you can figure out how to use it, right? I'm just going to make some lines. Just some loose lines around the edge. Kind of highlighting. And I'm making like rough lines. They're not perfectly straight. It's just adding some highlights to their clothing. And I may go back over the line to make it double. It's just kind of a loose, let your hand go loose and free. And don't worry about it looking weird. Because once you step back and it's all done, then you don't notice it. Okay? So there's that. And then I've got my metallic gold pen, and we're going to make a plus sign. Make sure that this is pumped and primed, ready to go. Might need my big one. I don't know. Okay, so I'm making a big plus sign. And then I'm going to make an X. See that? Ooh, finally, we're getting some metallic. The metallic would be really pretty too. If you wanted to do it like instead of the white, that would be pretty. Or, I mean, you could do it in addition. It might be a, you see it on their faces. So adding some metallic in, doing some like dots for the other stars in the night would be pretty. Hey, where's the lettering? Isn't this a lettering group? Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. Let's do some lettering. So I kind of thought about how I was going to do Away in a Manger earlier. And I think I am going to try it with this big brush, this big gold pen. What's the worst thing that can happen? I can paint right over it. This pen is like, I need an update. Okay. This is really big. It's almost like I need something in between. Away. And then if you need some guidance, like I might, I'm going to do Manger right here. It's harder to see. Wait, maybe it's just the way I'm holding it. I know it's hard for y'all to see on here, but I can see it, sort of. Now, Manger, I'm going to use this thin brush, pen. And I'm going to do Tall and Skinny. And it's not perfect, right? I'm even going to go down lower right here because I've got that Y that came down so far. Okay, then I'm going to fill in right there. Can I shadow with a white pen? Yeah, definitely. 1 lesson a month for 18 and 4 for 33. Yes. Yes. Have you looked at the link? Have y'all gotten a chance to look at the link? Yeah, it's 33 a month, but you can cancel if you have to cancel. You just send us an email and say, I'm going to have to cancel. And then as soon as that month is up, we will take you out of the group and off the website. Now, if you join the monthly one, you only have access to the Facebook group, not the website. So there's no extra classes. It's just the 1 class a month. And there may be a couple classes that's already in there. Away in a manger. I'm going to do more dots, and then you can always add, like Jackie was saying, adding some white as a shadow line. So many things you can do. This is such a cool marker. I love it. Okay, but I'm going to stop here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to show you. I'm going to make some thicker lines where on Manger. So anytime my pen would go down, I'm going to make it thick. So the way I make an M, different people make M's different ways. I went up and this was down. So this is just how I've always done it. And this is up and this is down. So it just gives you a guide to kind of go by. Now, you can decide, do you like it all real thin? Because I think it looks good really thin. Or do you want to do what I'm doing and making all the down strokes thicker? That's the first thing you'll learn in hand lettering. Up, down, up. Did y'all know? I'm not going to say it. Give you too many things to think about. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Manger. So the G, and then we've got this E right here. and the R. This is the downstroke on the R. The R has like kind of like 3 downstrokes, right? So you can make this a little thicker if you want, and you can make the line thicker, but when they have all downstrokes, sometimes I just like to pick some, not all of them. And I think my mind is playing tricks on me because my camera's not straight. I'm going to show you. I think I wrote pretty straight. Yay! Okay, so you came in late. Is this a card? This is in my sketchbook. Thanks for asking. Hi, Mary. Okay, now, okay, so sorry. Yes, it's a sketchbook. And this is what we do every week in class. Well, actually, we don't do Away in a Manger every week in class, but I teach how to do a work of art. And this is the one I originally did. And then this is this one. Which one do you like better? They're totally different. Totally different. This one is a little bit more modern. I don't know. Hang on. I want to know if y'all made the same one too, and it looks totally different. Okay, so closing up my gouache. We used gouache tonight. I love using gouache and watercolors, and there, oops. I just need to zoom out, and you can see both of them, and then you can ask questions. Okay, so here's the one I did. I didn't date it. I can't believe I didn't date it. I'm going to date this one. Maybe I'll do it again next year. So which one is your favorite? It won't hurt my feelings because I did them both, right? So do you like the top or the bottom one? Do you prefer the top or the bottom? They're so much small. I drew them smaller here. And again, you'd have a template. So but I bet you followed step by step pretty good. And I did a lot of, look at that sky. That's kind of magical looking. Wow. They must be on a cliff. You like the bottom one, Mary? Bottom one, Anne. Good. You love the one I did tonight. The metallic, does the metallic not make it? I love the metallic. I really love that metallic. Thank you, Mandy. Yep. And then the card. Where is the card that I did this year? I just showed y'all, didn't I? Well, I showed you the puzzle. So here is another version I did. Can't see them all 3. Let me move my water, and then I've dropped water on my sketchbooks a couple of times. It's not really funny. Okay. I don't know where the little postcard is. Yes, they make silver metallic too. Both are great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I did a puzzle and a pillow and all the things. And I can't draw it enough. Okay, here we go. I'm going to give you a little bit more viewing space here. Now you see my ugly Gatorade and stuff. Here, let's do this. There's this. You move over. You go right here. And then my iPad. You want to see the one on my iPad? How do you do the puzzle? There's companies you can go to and have stuff printed on their items. Have you ever done that? What do you have on your website that we would have access to with the membership? Let me just show you if that, oh, like Canva. Like Walgreens and stuff. You go there. This one I think is Printify. Printify is more, I think it's more towards people who are going to make them and sell them. But like Walgreens would be like a one-time thing, if that makes sense. Actually taught, but keep the blue background instead of the black. I gotcha. I like that. Okay, and Lan says, what do you have on your website that we would have access to with your membership? Okay, so you would have access to tons and tons of classes. So I'm just going to go to the app, because not only do you have access to the website, but you have access to the app, and the app is called Kajabi. And then depending on which thing you signed up for, so like if right now you signed up for Be the Light, then this would come up and you would start here, and then you would, there's a welcome video right here. And then here, this is Lettering 101. You're going to go through all the Lettering 101 stuff. And then I have my supplies, my favorite supplies. And then there's 79 classes. There's 79 classes right here and 8 classes right here that you can look through. And I'm just going to scroll down and let's see what we come up with. A barn with a Christian flag. Hang on. Okay, barn with a Christian flag. Here's the videos to the classes here. And it's me doing like what I did today, teaching you how to do the barn. Did you see the barn in my book before? So you have access to 80, well, that says 123 lessons. A whole bunch of lessons. The barn's one of my favorites too, actually. Right away, like right now, if you joined, you should be able to log in and get to that. But that's the barn that I teach you how to do. Also on here, there's the reference photo. So I'm going to show you. You click on that and you have the template, right? And then you go back. Oops, back to Kajabi. And then the that was the template, wasn't it? Anyway, you can download it and print it out. So you have an example of the finished product right here, which is super nice to have. But anyway, as you scroll through, you have access to all that. If you're in the mini tribe, you don't have this, but it's a heck of a deal to get a class for $18. But for the 33, you get 4, you get all of this. You also get some classes from some other people that have taught in there, some bonus stuff. And then the Shine Bright, if you're in that one, if you're in both, of course, you get access to both. But in Shine Bright, there's a welcome video here. Procreate 101. It's going to help you walk through like how to use the color wheel, how to use the brushes, how to print. And here's some more lessons. How to create layers to make a color palette. Like this is so fun, the how to make a color palette. I don't have my volume up, but I teach lettering and doodling on the iPad. I'm going to show you one of my favorite things about Procreate, and that is making your own color palette out of a picture. So we're going to click on the round. Of course, you can make it bigger to fill up the screen. We're going to make sure that we hit palettes. And then this is all my palettes I've made. And then you'll see a plus sign. That's what we're looking for. Hit the plus sign. Okay. So that's the Procreate mini lessons. Then you've got stamps and brushes. I've made some brushes for you and stamps. And then you also have hand lettering. So when you're in Shine Bright, you also get to take the class for some basic strokes, you get some templates and learn lettering as well. And then you got Divas and Doodles, 79 classes there, and then 20 here. This is a Fruit of the Spirit. Let me show you, what did I do with that? Okay, so you have access to this. This is a calendar I made, and this is what I was talking about with, you asked how to do the puzzle. This you could make through Walgreens, through Canva may do puzzles too. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, different companies. And so we did a lesson a month for the Fruits of the Spirit. And as we would go through each month, I was talking about how you could put the Fruit of the Spirit and make a calendar out of it. So we did the 9 Fruits of the Spirit. That's where this is. If you finish all 9 classes and you show me your work, I will give you access to my course to complete the calendar. Okay. Catch-up technique classes are You created brushes for Procreate. Would we get those free with the Shine Bright? Yes. If I make a brush and I use it in class, yes, you get it for free. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Brittany. Yes, I'm wrapping up. I'm wrapping it up. We just finished we were just working on our finishing our Nativity. My Nativity. I'll show you what it turned out like. Just like that. Ketchup, that's the Zoom nuts I was talking about. And we call it ketchup just as a play on words because you come to catch up with what you've been working on, ask questions, that kind of thing. And then we have guest artists and yeah. And the catch-ups are Zooms. So if anybody comes or when people come, like you can see,
beautiful.
This is me teaching. But back here, you can see how in the beginning. Whoa, that was loud.
I don't know, Betty.
Oh, I guess we didn't start that. You can see at the end, you can see some of our classmates. I think that's so fun. Look at our classmates. There's Jenny. Jenny's the admin. She helps with the group. So, so fun. I love it. There's Jackie. I see ya. Okay. What other questions do you have? Did you give the link to sign up is down at the bottom or it's at the top. It's everywhere. If you have questions, I just start it. I don't know what that means. I just start it. But if you click on that, it'll take you. And we get the fun extra classes too. Yes, y'all. And I want to plan our Christmas party. I'm excited about that. What did I say we were going to do? We're going to have to get with y'all and tell y'all what we're going to do for our Christmas party. Okay, Jenny, do you want to come say goodbye with me? You don't? She's too shy. You do? You don't? They think you don't want to see them. So Jenny and I have been friends forever, and we both love Jesus, and we both love art, and we both love dogs. We have so much in common. And so God is just so cool how he's put us together right now to where we can be able to do this together. So fun.
Yeah, I love watching it and seeing how it makes me want to go. I haven't had time, but it makes me want to get out all my watercolors and start painting.
I know, right?
And
right?
every time in Be the Light, when you're doing the artwork, of course, I'm doing links and I'm posting stuff, but I'm over here trying to keep up and paint at the same time. I mean, I've only done that once, but I really want to.
Yeah, I know, right? Right. I didn't know if you were able to do them or not. I don't know what Kajabi Creator is, so maybe that's new. I just used Kajabi. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Just use Kajabi. So you have access to the Facebook group too. So what I just showed y'all, like that was the app. And I was already logged into the app and everything. And so I was able to, did I show that? I did show that on camera. Right? It wasn't covering it up, was it? Okay. It's still playing a class. But anyway, so Facebook right now, we're on Facebook, but we're not in a private group right now. So tomorrow we will meet here, right here, where you are for part 1. If you want to watch the beginning. In the beginning, I do a little devotional and I'll sketch out the scripture. But part 2 at 1 p.m. is in Be the Light. So you have to be in this group to see the classes. If you join Be the Light. And that's Mondays. And it's the best way.
The link for the template or the template Nutcracker, it's in there, so you could show that.
Oh, it is? Okay, so Jenny's already put did you already put the JPEG? Oh no, there's not a JPEG for this class. The JPEG is for, I don't know. JPEG, we don't do the JPEG for this class, do we? Yeah, we do.
Aren't you in
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do both. Did you do that one already? Where
Yes.
they can see the picture of it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The JPEG is down here. So there's your template. And then here's the PDF. She'll just have to look for that other. PDF looks good. So that one should print really well. The JPEG, I may have to figure out how to get that different because it's a little bit blurry. Huh. But for sure the PDF works, y'all. Anyway, so you'll just look for that. And each week, if you're wondering, like, where is that? Where are the files? Up across the top right here. Hang on. Let me try to zoom in. It's too zoomed when I do that. Right here. I can't. Anyway, this says files, this little button right here. Yes, can you give them, do you have the link to that? It's called Hand Letter, Doodle, and Pray. I don't teach in there, but you're welcome to. Some people like to post their work in there and stuff. So, yeah. Oh, but most people watch the replay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. And so these are all the templates, y'all. These are templates from, this is from all the months. Look at all these. Get you a little notebook if you want to print them out. You'll have those. And then the guides, you can click on that and you can start right here. This is new member information. Have you had a chance to put your video in yet?
Not
Jenny?
yet.
No.
Nope, not yet.
So Jenny will be in here, but these are, so we have this set up organized, but Facebook is overwhelming a little bit. And that's why I really recommend you going to the website to look for stuff. But if you want to do Facebook, we've made it as organized as Facebook will let us. We're always constantly trying to rework it to where it's as easy as it can be. So just start with guide 1, go to guide and start with guide 1. Guide 1. You know what I could do? I could share my screen and show. Frustrating finding things on Facebook? Let me make it easy for you. See, because I know. And I tell you right here how to find stuff. So hopefully that would be helpful for you. And it shows you how to get started on the website and the Kajabi app too. So we just keep constantly trying. If you see something that is outdated, let us know. They changed, guides used to be called units. And so we tried to change everything to guides, you know, and make sure we're trying to keep up with everything. But if you're on the fence, if someone wants to get you a gift and they're going to spend at least $33 for you, that it's a good little gift to give yourself. So this is Debbie. She is an admin that's phasing out doing her own business now, but we still have her in here. This is such a good video. We don't want to give it up because it's very helpful for the group. So make sure you see that if you want to do, you know, the Facebook stuff. So, and here's budget-friendly options. So if you can't afford to buy all the extra pens and stuff that I show, we have a saying in my group that everybody knows the saying, and it's just because Christy has it doesn't mean I have to have it. And we have to repeat that every time I show something new, right? I know, Debbie's so sweet. And so you don't have to have all the things that I do. But when it is time for your birthday or something and you want something, you'll know what you want to ask for. So you can letter with Crayola marker and anything you have to write on. Computer paper, toilet paper. That might not be the best, but just plain old paper. Go get a kid's pad that they learn how to write the alphabet. You can use that for lines. And then my books are great for learning with. So I'd love to, you know, show you how to find those. You can get those on, if you want digital, I have the digital book, so you can, like, whenever you want to print a page out or whatever, you don't have to print the whole book. Here's the blue cover one. And so you can either learn it on the iPad or learn it in the book. Let me show you. Now, this does not come in spiral. This does not come in spiral. If somebody's watching this with the volume off, they're like, oh my gosh, where'd she get this spiral? That's what happened earlier. I had it spiral bound at Office Max. But anyway, you can do it on paper. You could print it out yourself or practice right on the iPad. Okay. And I recommend getting tracing paper for this because you don't want to, some people just won't write. They won't practice because they won't write in their book. So have you done that? Have you gotten tracing paper and tried that? Let me show you. Here is a tracing pad, and this is all just filled with tracing paper. And I just take a page out. You can also use vellum. And then the pen that I love that I recommend for a beginner and for, I just love it, is Pentel brush pen. And I actually, it comes with one of my books if you purchase a book. And it's just got a really nice nib. And so I make a, I can make, this font right here is just, you could put a little piece of washi tape or something down to hold it if you needed to. I always try to save my paper, so I start it like as far down the corner that I can, but you don't have to do that. Anyway, and so this is showing you foligraphy where you do that downstroke. I just taught y'all that if you were watching like that. And then, you know, you could just move it around and be like, okay, this one's thick here. Oops. Thick right here. And this pen will make thick and thin lines. Don't do what I'm doing. Hold on. Okay. So see how like I can make thick and thin lines. This is a good thing to practice right here, is just lifting your hand and pressing down and lifting your hand and pressing down. Lift. And that way you can start getting the feeling of that light upstroke, heavy down, light up, heavy down. Just like that. And work on your control. Okay. And then in the, also in the books, let's see, right here. Where you're learning the basic strokes in the very beginning. Oops, let me turn this off. Like when you get down to the overturn, you're going to go light up, turn, and press down. So all these are printed out our own through digital copies. No, I have books that you can purchase. These are my books that I had put together. Okay, so you can purchase digital or you can purchase paper. Okay, all right. This is 3 of my books that I had put together. This is going to cause so much confusion, isn't it? It's nice to have, but it's confusing to explain. So this is how I sell them, like this. Okay, you can buy one book or you can buy all 3. If you buy a book, it comes with a brush pen. Okay. So if you buy this book, it comes with a brush pen. If you buy from my website, you buy this book, it comes with a brush pen. This book comes with a brush pen. Okay. But I do have a special where if you buy all 3, you get a brush pen. Oh, hi, Isabel. No. And I'm sure more people are asking the same questions. And so I'm so glad you mentioned it. So anyway, these are for sale. Jenny, do you have, okay, she's got the digital and printed books there. Yes, you got the link for that. So then you can kind of check it out. It doesn't have to be confusing. What you need to start lettering is 3 things, okay? You need something to trace, something to write with, and you need something to trace, something to write with, and then I suggest tracing paper. You don't have to have all 3. Yeah, you can buy them on the website, but I do not have the spiral. I do not have the spiral. The spiral, I took the books to Office Max and had them put together in a spiral, and it was like $7, I think. So my daughter did that for me. Any questions about learning to letter? Anything else? Oh, good. You heard that? Good. Okay. Well, I know somebody did ask me, where do I get that book? And I'm like, oh, I don't know that it would cost a lot more for me to do it and then sell it. So I think it's a good idea if y'all want to take yours to do it. It's not bad, especially because you can use it over and over. How do my hands not cramp up? I don't letter all day long, so that's why. And I'm used to, to practicing. But it's just muscle memory. It's the more you do it, the more you're going to get it. And it's just going to be like the back of your hand. It's like riding a bicycle. You'll pick it up and see, I learned how to do hand lettering in calligraphy in 8th grade. In 8th grade, they were really strict and rigid about it. Like it was, you had to really do the right strokes and everything. And I love it now where I have the freedom to design it the way I want to, because this is my lettering. This is my style. And you'll learn from me if you take my classes, and then you will develop your own style and you'll be writing your own way. So I was going to write real quick before we go. I want to write our new member names. Okay. I think you already put this on the screen, didn't you? Yeah. Or did I do that? Maybe I did that. Sorry. So, okay, we answered that. Hello. How was it? What you looking for? The puppy's in here? Oh, Apple, you want to go outside? You want to go outside, Apple?
She's asleep. So.
Okay, I'll take her. Is the puppy asleep?
Yeah. She just woke up.
I'm on live if you want to say hi. Oh, my husband just gave me a dog treat. How nice. Thank you, babe. Wait, she's awake now. She hears you. Come on. Come take her. He didn't even want to say hi to y'all? You too tired? He's out of here. It's really squished over here too. Okay, you want to see Jackie? Okay. All right. I'm gonna pull up the list. I'm gonna pull up Procreate, where I'm gonna teach from. And we'll go and open a new screen, and then I'm going to write all the new member names, and then I'm going to say good night. But I've got to pull up the sheets real quick so I'll know who signed up. I can't wait to see. I haven't gotten to look at the list in a while. So we'll see. Okay, do I have the right list? Veronica's the first one. Oh, yay! Awesome. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start with Veronica. Oh, I don't need to see what brush I'm going to have. I'm going to get my calligraphy brush. And if you want to just practice writing with me, it's kind of fun to do that. When I write their name, you can write their name too, right? Or just watch. Veronica. My iPad, Veronica, it's doing something weird. If I misspell your name, that's good luck. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, tell me. There's Veronica. Hey, Kevin. Good for you. I was just doing this lesson tonight, so you can watch the replay. You did it last night with the iPad, or at least you watched. And so I did it today with gouache because I just love me some gouache. But I'm excited. I just saw your name on the list. I was like, yes, he decided to go for it. Okay, Veronica, and we've got Kelly. I'm just writing names now of our new members. And I'm not exactly sure. Let's see, Kelly. It looks like Kelly did Be the Light. And I'm not sure about Veronica. I think Veronica did Be the Light too. We've got Deb. Let me make these smaller. I write so big. I like writing big. See that D? I don't love that where it went heavy down like that. It's not supposed to be that heavy there. There's Deb. And Shirley. Shirley's in both of them. I remember that. And let's see, Deb did Be the Light. And here's Shirley. Ooh, Shirley, yours is fun to write. Shirley. And then Roxanne. I don't get to write an X very often. Change some colors here. ROX. And here's some people want to know with X's, how do you do downstroke or upstroke? I do the upstroke and I make it thin. I like it thin, but you decide. Did I spell it right? 2 N's. Roxanne. I have Roxanne in the mini tribe. Jennifer. So watch this J. I like to put a loop up there. That's fun. And y'all, my hand gets shaky and it's not always pretty, but you warm your hand up, just like that's what the drills are, is warming your hand up, doing those strokes. So mine's kind of warm now. I'm doing pretty good right now. See how thick that is? That's just practice with getting the pressure. It's just all in the pressure of as hard as I'm pushing down. I'm just pushing down too hard when it gets real thick like that. And that goes with any pen. It's not just with the Procreate brush pen, okay? Any pen. Jennifer did Be the Light, and Robin. I know that we had someone that changed, so I could be wrong on which group. There's Robin. And there's Kim. Hello, Kim. Kim is in both. Robin's Be the Light. I'm going to go down. I'm doing everybody who's joined. Okay, Teresa. There's Teresa. Okay, and next is Janet. Oh, sorry, my iPad. Jan. And I can do some if y'all want me to do it on paper. Would you like to see it on paper? Would you like that? And Leslie. And let's see, let's go back to Janet is in both. Janet did both. Yay, Janet. Leslie is in the mini. Welcome, Leslie. And then we have Brian. Brian has gorgeous lettering. Oh, man. So, Brian, I don't know. I might not be up to par. Brian is in Be the Light. And we have Barbara. Lots of bees, seems like. But I say that and there's not any other bees on here, but it seemed like there's a lot of bees. Seems like I've been writing a lot. The R's and the B's kind of start the same. So, okay, Barbara. Now, the way I'm holding my pen is just the way I hold a pen. It's not special. Because I don't hold it the way my teacher taught me. Told me to hold it. I just couldn't. It didn't feel comfortable. So whatever you feel comfortable with, use that. And don't choke up. Don't choke up and write like this. Okay? You want to relax. 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 Okay? You want to be able to do these as flawlessly. You just practice. It's only practice, I promise. So Barbara is Be the Light, and then Mary is Be the Light as well. I love M's. I did a video on M's and it went crazy. Like, I mean, for me, viral, not like viral, like the whole world saw it, but like people love doing, there's something really satisfying about doing that hump. So I usually do one big hump and then I go down to a smaller hump when you do your M's. I do have a screen protector that helps it feel more like paper. I sure do. I like that. Mary, Be the Light. Kelly is Shine Bright. Kelly Dale. Wait, is this the right one for Kelly, Jenny? Do you remember? That's okay. It's not important. I'm writing Kelly's name. She's a new member, but I couldn't remember which tribe she joined. So welcome, Kelly. I think Shine Bright, but I'm not sure. Okay, Jackie, we're up to Jackie. Are you ready? The blue that blue is kind of light. Let's do a darker blue. Okay, so we're doing the J, A, C. So I'm going to do this J, A, C, Q. This is a new member of Shine Bright. U, I, R, E. Did I spell that right? U, I, R, E. Because I have never written that before. J, A, C, Q, U, I, E. No, not an R. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. See, I'm famous for misspelling. I'm famous. Q, U, I, E. I don't even know where that came from. It felt like I needed an R. Thank you, Brittany. I know how to say it and everything. I just don't know where that R came from. Okay. Is that spelled correctly? Now see, you can see here that I got heavier handed. Do you see how these lines are thicker? I started off thinner. So it's just that pressure you got to practice with. And the Apple Pencil is same as like a pen. Do y'all want to see me write on pens with the pen now? No, I knew. Who knows? Okay. Pen and paper. Pen and paper. Let me get some paper out. Did you know they make marker paper? Oh, goodness. So there's all kinds of paper you can use for writing on, but this is actually marker paper. And then I'm just going to use, I'll show you at first these that I recommend. Love these. And I'll do Jackie one more time since I misspelled it. How about that? I'm going to get a light down here closer. Okay. J, A, C, Q, why is this hard? U, I, E. I just haven't spelled it that way. Look at that. Yay. I think I did it right. And I think I did better on my thicknesses too. So that's perfect for like lettering addresses and stuff like that. But when you are going to laser level. Okay. But I love writing with my big markers too. So I'm going to get my big markers out as well. They just feel good to write with. Okay. That Jackie's in Shine Bright. Now we're going to do Patty. And I've got my laser level just to help me a little bit. Okay. See how thick I can press down with this. And Patty is P-A-T-T-I-E. P-A-T. I-E. Patty. That's really thick. Something that's kind of in between these two. This one is called Ego Line. It's good for watercolor too. Is these Karen brush markers are wonderful, but I'll get a Crayola marker after this too and show you. It's beautiful too. Okay, now we have Ruth. Hello, Ruth. Welcome, welcome. Ruth signed up for Be the Light. Yeah, this is nice. It's a little bit more, I think this is very hard for a beginner. This would be hard. Okay, it's just real, like a, not flimsy, but loose. This is a firmer tip than the other, so I like this better for a beginner. Okay, but I know it's pretty, isn't it? This is a, what's this called? Does it have a name? Pale Violet. Okay, so Crayola markers are great as well for learning. Absolutely. So we got, after Ruth, we have Amy. Amy's in the house, or was. I don't know if she still is. But this is, it's the only marker I know that you can cheat with. It's kind of run out of ink. Nobody wants to hear that. You draw a marker. Ta-da! Look what I have. I think I'm gonna throw that one away. How about? Do I have a witness in the house that I actually threw that away? Because it's very hard to throw away pens. You know, you always think you're gonna get a little bit more life out of it. Okay, so there's Amy. And Amy is Shine Bright, and then Joan is Be the Light. So here's Joan. Ooh, that Crayola marker is nice. Hello, Dawn. We're still here. We're just lettering. Is there another way to make an A? Absolutely. And in my book, I show several ways. I mean, you can do it like this. You can do it like that. Yeah, there's tons of ways to make an A. I know this is crazy, but I really do have to look at my own book sometimes to remember. So I know why people buy books, because you're like, your brain dead. Let me see if there's another A I can show you real quick. But I want to make sure I can get through this list real quick too. So in this book, my red color one, it has this is letter variation. So see all those A's there at the top? There's just a bunch of different styles of A's, or whatever letter you're looking for. Okay, let me keep on moving. April Shine Bright. April was here. You still here, April? I don't know. I always write my A's like this. Look how big I write. I like to write big. And see how I'm slanting my paper? Because that's what we do. Did you learn that in school? Slant your paper. Denise is Be the Light. So April was Shine Bright. This one hasn't been used yet. Denise, welcome. Denise. And now Maria is in the mini. Welcome, welcome, Maria. So glad to have you. There's that M that people love to write. So what style do you like? Do you like that real eloquent? To me, that's more of an eloquent look, you know? So let me get those pens back out. All right, with those again. It's just you just don't write as big. Audrey is Shine Bright. Welcome, Audrey, if you're watching. Okay, so here's a fun D. R-E-Y. I think I did it right. Audrey, welcome. Isn't that a pretty pen? I think it is. Okay. Y'all ready for Monday? Tomorrow's Monday. It's going to be a good day. Karen, be the light. And Robin. Welcome, Robin. Robin is Be the Light. And we've got Janet. Janet, are you still on here? I know this pen is really pretty. You want to see some more colors in this pen? This is the number one, my number one favorite pen. I've tried others and I've tried to change my favorite before, and I just keep coming back, especially for a beginner. It's got a short nib. Okay. So it's easier to write with because it's short, but it's still flexible. There's Janet. Camille. So Janet was in both tribes. Welcome to both tribes. And Camille's in both mini tribes. Welcome. I like this green. It's really a unique green. It's like I don't even know what color. I really don't know what color. I think I spelled it right. And there's Johnny. Hello, Johnny. Welcome to Be the Light. So J, now we can write, I've been doing a lot of J's. So we've done J's like this a lot. Let me try. Wait, how do I even make another J? I honestly cannot, my brain will not go there. Are y'all worried about me? Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah. Like a J. Like a J. That looks a lot like a T, but you know, it's different fonts just have different looks, different styles and different looks. J, let me go to my J's. Okay, so here's the different J's down here at the bottom. My favorite is the way I do it. So that's probably what I'll stick to because I feel like it looks the best. But for me, so we'll do a J like this, and then we'll just cross it like that. J, just to try it out. J-O, Johnny, H, 2 N's, I-E. The name of the pen is Pentel brush pens. I have these actually on my website. That's how much I like them. I'm not going to waste my time on something that I don't like. Melissa. M-E-L. One pen comes with my books. If you purchase one of my books from my website, it has to be from my website. Like if somebody else sells my book, then, you know, they're not going to do that. But if you buy it from my website, then I always give a free pen with it. I see you, Dawn, with the D. You don't love my fancy D? Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. Let me go ahead and get through this list, and then I want to make sure to get everybody's name tonight. Teresa. There's another Teresa. And this Teresa is, let's see, what was Melissa in? Melissa was in Be the Light, and Teresa Sawyer is in Shine Bright. Okay, do you see how sometimes I stop? I stop between strokes because you're learning strokes to put together to make letters. So, for example, you're going to learn this stroke. Do you see how it's thin up and heavy down? Okay, and you're going to learn this stroke and overturn. And then you'll put those together and then you'll make a letter. So I stop and I pick up and go. That's why I stop in between. Okay, so we just got a link for the pins. You got the pins off my site? Carrie, thank you. I'm glad you love them. They really are. I mean, they're the best. They're just the best. I can't deny. Okay, and Lindsay without a D. So I got to make sure. Lindsay is in Be the Light. I don't think I've ever spelled it without a D. And I'm sure, I hope I'm not pronouncing it with a D. Lindsay. Is that right? How pretty. Norma. Oh, and Lindsay was in Be the Light. And Norma, welcome to the mini tribe. My lettering has evolved too. So you'll see me write different now than when I originally created the books in some cases. And so try it both ways. Norma. Kathleen is in Be the Light, and Kathleen is with a C. C-A-T-H. And right here, well, no, it's not a good example. Okay, let me go back. I'm going to do Kathleen. I'm going to show you another way where you can connect. C-A-T. And then you can do your H right here. You can connect that. Kathleen. Sorry. I think that was on top of me lettering. Oh, let me move this up. I'll do it again. Thank you for ordering those though. Yeah. Jenny, I had no idea I'd be on here this late. I promise. I am wrapping it up, girl. You can go. Yeah. Just don't let any, bad people get on here. Sometimes we have sometimes YouTube every once in a while has not nice people on there. Or bots. They're probably just bots. Okay, I'm gonna get through the list. Kathleen, we have Gail. Welcome, Gail. Gayle. And so I changed up the Y's. I mean the downstroke because I didn't know if too many loops. If it, so you could do a loop on either one. Alicia. So Gail is the mini iPad. Welcome, and Alicia is Be the Light. Alicia. It's the only hard thing about not being able to talk to people in person is how to pronounce the name. Okay, y'all, I have a little ways to go. So exciting. Look at all the new members. Lots of great new names. Okay, Lisa's next. Lisa is Shine Bright. I had no idea. It is already 10 o'clock. Deanna. Okay, you wanted to see another D. I just don't like the way I make another D as well. You can do that. It's just, so I guess you get used to something and then you make it. That's the best way it looks good because I can't even describe what I'm trying to say. Because you practice it so much, that's what looks best and what you do. But there's some other options right there. But my last name is Darty, and so I write D a lot. And Deanna. N-A. Be the Light. And then we have Britt, which is in Shine Bright. Welcome. Yes, thank you, Brittany, for bringing that up. So you can pay yearly and get a month free. Some people like to do that. So there's Britt and then Jenna, J-E-N-N-A. And Jenna is, I don't think I've ever written Jenna either. I'm getting off my line. Shine Bright. And then we have Cheryl. Didn't I already, is this the same Cheryl or different Cheryl? Cheryl. Cheryl, welcome both tribes. And Beverly is Be the Light. Go up here for Beverly. Good night. Well, Dawn, you like the last one? This one? We'll do Dawn. Because Dawn's going to bed, right? And she signed up, so we got to do her name real quick. If someone else is also, if you signed up and you're waiting, I'll try to do yours too before. Okay. We did Cheryl, Beverly. So Beverly is Be the Light, and then Becky is Shine Bright. And it's your last chance to sign up for the lettering tribe. If you're watching and you're still debating about it, ask questions. Feel free to ask. Oh, that E is. Okay, and this is Elizabeth. A, B, E, T, H. Elizabeth is Shine Bright. And Anne, we're to Anne. A-N. N. And then we have Debbie. Oh, and let's see what Anne joined. I think it's Be the Light, but let me double check. Yes, and Debbie is also Be the Light. And then we have another Elizabeth, and she is in both tribes. Welcome. So this one was Elizabeth P. The Shine Bright is Elizabeth P. And then over here we have Elizabeth. I'll change colors for this one. And I'm going to write with a new marker. A new marker. Yeah, support at craftwithchristy.com. So, I know, Jackie. I know. I still have about a dozen to write. So, very, very exciting. It'll be, Elizabeth C. Oh, y'all, this writes really nice too. You can tell I haven't worn it out yet. Elizabeth C is in both. Then we have Desiree. Desiree is in the mini. Welcome. Desiree. Oh, that scared me. Somebody signed up for something. Okay. Or bought something. Did you buy a book? Somebody bought a book, I bet. Mindy. I usually don't have my sound up, so that was really funny. It's a nice sound to hear, right? Mindy. She's Be the Light. And then we have Tara is in the mini. Nancy. Welcome, welcome to Be the Light. Okay, so Johnny, it looks like Johnny may have added on and has done both tribes. Johnny, if that's true, that's exciting. That's exciting. You get a discount when you join both, but you need to, if you haven't already, look, there's another J, y'all. Make sure that you talk to support because it looks like you might be signed up separately, or maybe y'all have already figured out something in the background. Maybe I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody yet, so, but I have you down twice. Johnny, welcome to Shine Bright. Okay, a few more. Oh, Jackie, you've been waiting, haven't you? Oh, thank you, Deborah. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Am I just like partially in the camera? Like just the part I'm looking at the list and so it's over here. Okay, so Veronica. And Jackie. Wait, I did do Jackie already. Jackie, did you sign up for the other one? This can't be the same. This cannot be the same Jackie with the same. Did you sign up for the other one too, Jackie? I was going to say, I know I wrote this name already. So, and there can't be two spelled exactly like this, or is it more common than I know? Good night. Okay. And then we have Beth is Be the Light. I'm almost to the end of the list. If you want me to write your name and you want to join, hurry up before we all fall asleep, right? There's Beth. Are you on here, Stephanie? Did I miss you? Beth. And then there's Kevin. Kevin is in both tribes. Did you sign up or you just want me to write your name? Did you sign up? Need to say goodnight. We're an hour later here. Morning comes early. Excited about joining. Yay, Debbie. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. You're in both groups. Okay, good, good. I was like, wait a minute. She signed up for both. Okay, Kevin. And we have Tracy. And Rebecca. I'm going to refresh my screen and make sure. Oh, look who signed up. Lynn, welcome. Lynn's a crafter. I can tell by your email. Okay, let me make sure. I'm going to go ahead and refresh just to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Or if I missed you, tell me because I could have. I am definitely capable of making a mistake. But I think I have Lan as the last sign. Oops. Yes. I know I love L's too. Love the iPad work. But I love to get messy with my supplies. Absolutely. Yes. So fun. So fun. Okay. So that's all the name. That is the names that I have. If I missed your name, tell me. I am going to. I am going to write Stephanie because she requested, and it's the last name I'm going to write for now. Let's see, because I've got to go to bed. My goodness. But Stephanie's a really fun name to write. Look here. I want to just, I could just sit here and do this. I need to get some Christmas ornaments and letter some. Y'all could be making some money selling some personalized Christmas ornaments, right? Okay. Have a blessed evening. Thank you so much for all your support and everything. And good night, Becky. Good night, everybody. I will see you soon. Bye. Have a great week.